Guys, how you doing? This is Cal, and this is my dad Tim, and we got here today called Not Just Chess, a series in which I take on my dad in some non-chess related activities, and then based on the results of those, we play a 3-minute game, and the winner of that wins the episode. But not just that. Depending on how you do on the non-chess related challenges, you will face the Dixie Cups of Doom. You can see they're numbered 1 through 5, and the numbers correspond to increasing levels of difficulties for handicaps, which you must perform in the 3-minute game. So the level 1 cup has the easiest, and the level 5 is the hardest. So based on the challenge performance, you will get a certain number of points. Today, we're going to be playing darts. So we're each going to throw 7 darts, 1 dart per round, and the winner of each round is going to get 1 point to use to spend on one of these handicap cups. And so, additionally, throwing a single bullseye will have a point, a double bullseye will be 2 additional points, and a triple 20 will be 3 additional points. And like I said, you get 1 point for every round you win. So, based on that, we'll get a number of points to choose some handicaps for our opponents, and we'll take you through those when we're drawing them. But let's get right into it. So guys, now that the rules have all been laid out, you'll understand there's a lot on the line for these dart rounds, so let's get right into the action. So I went first in round 1, we alternated going first, so no one would have an unfair disadvantage, and I started off with a strong 4 points. So I wasn't looking in too good of a shape, but then my dad came up, and what did he do? He threw a 3. So I started off with a 1-0 lead, 1 handicap point to me. So after a woeful first round of darts, we tried to improve on the second round. My dad started off first this time, and he threw a 12, which is modest, but tripled any of our previous results. I came up second, and I was pretty confident at this point, aimed for the 20, but just to the right, which means that I came up with 1 point there. So 1-1. So with the scores level, we stepped up for our third round of play, and finally something respectable as I threw it right down the middle for a 20. Dad had the pressure on him, and he tried to replicate my success, but it was just right, which means he scored 1. I'm happy. I'm 2-1 up. I take a 2-1 lead in this 4th round now as my dad's turn to go first. He starts it off with a steady 12-pointer, so I need a decent result. I do a decent throw, and I get 18, so that gives me a 3-1 lead. For round 5 here, and I'm threatening to pull away with a 3-1 lead, and I'm first to throw, and I pull out a 19. So I'm feeling pretty confident, puts the pressure squarely on my dad's shoulders. Can the old man pull something out? Oh yes he can, he's still got something in the bag of tricks. Pulls it to 3-2. Round 6 of 8 now, and I'm holding on to a tenuous 3-2 lead in the handicap points. But my dad misfires slightly to the right, and he scores a 1-pointer, so all I have to do is improve upon that, and I'll take the point. But can I manage that? No, I can. I hit the 1 as well, so we're each going to split those points. So after the split, I have a 4-3 lead here in the penultimate round, and my dad misses the board with his attempt. So all I have to do is get any number, and So I take a 5-3 lead heading to this final round, and I start with a poor result of 7. My dad lasers in a 16. So that brings the score to 5-4 at the end of the day. So I won the non-chess playing portion with 5 points to 4, so I can choose to allocate my 5 points against my dad any way I want, and he has 4 points to allocate against me. So I deliberated over the decision. I could either go for 1 large handicap and a 5, or 2 mediums with a 2 and a 3, since I have 5 total points. And in the end, I elected to go with the 2 medium handicaps, so I picked a level 3 and a level 2 handicap for my dad to use. Meanwhile, my dad elected to pick 1 level 4 handicap for me to use during the game, so one of the second hardest categories. Here we are now, drawing our handicaps that we're going to have to perform during the game. So our opponents didn't know which handicaps we had selected after we picked them. So my first one that my dad drew, you can see the look of dismay on his face, is that he had to play the whole game with the mouse in his left hand, and he's a right-handed person. And that could be a big factor in such a fast time control. And then his level 2 card he drew, he got the play G4 or G5 on move 1 card. So he'll have to start with the grab or the parallel open to the grab on his black. So now here I am selecting my level 4 handicap, and it was 2 move proxy after move 10, so I had to have my sister play my 11th and 12th moves, and she has almost no chess experience. I'm not even sure she remembers all the rules still. So those were our handicaps, so we had to use 4 3 like that.